Welcome back. I'm Ashley Reed. I'm joined this morning by Dr. Mark Upham, a longtime sanctuary volunteer. Good morning.
Good morning, Ashley.
And I understand that you're building a boat at the sanctuary that has great historical ties to the Great Lakes. Can you tell me a little bit more about that?
Yeah, we're building a Mackinac Boat, which back in the 19th century and probably early 20th century was used throughout the Great Lakes, but mostly in northern Lake Huron as a general purpose boat, fishing boat, even some pleasure boating at that time, and this is a recreation of that type of boat that was used at that time.
Okay, very neat. And you're building it at the sanctuary. How did that come about?
Well, when we were discussing building this project, I talked to Pat Labadie, who's the eminent historian associated with the sanctuary, and it just seemed like a natural fit for their program in community boat building, which was kind of in transition, and this seems to be a very good fit for them. It's a great facility for us to build a boat in.
Okay, and now have you done projects like this before, or I guess what kind of motivated you to do this?
Oh, I liked anything to do with boats, as most people in this community know, and I like the intellectual challenge of building a boat, and it's good exercise in woodworking, and it's an opportunity to be with some close friends and do something that's relevant to this community and the sanctuary.
Okay, and is this something that you've done before then?
I've built a few boats in the past, yes, yeah.
Okay, and I guess what is it about it that you enjoy so much?
Well, it's a great intellectual challenge. Boats are very complexly shaped objects, so there's no right angles, it's all curves, and a lot of the woodworking is just by eye. You have to look at the boat and make sure it looks pretty as well as is solid and well constructed.
Okay, and how long does something like this take?
For us, it's hopefully we can do it by this summer, so it'll be about 9 months in actual building.
Okay, so how many of you are working on it?
Well, there's four of us, Ed Kavanaugh and Phil Jordan and Walt Dockerman, and then a number of people drop in and help here and there, and I suppose there'll be more interest as we get closer to completion.
Okay, so when did you start?
We started in October.
Okay, so then it'll be finished. Do you know what month this summer?
Well, we were told not to have specific end dates, but the sanctuary is having its Maritime Festival over 4th of July, and we're hoping that we may be part of that. So hopefully by then.
Yeah, that was my next question, I guess. What do you expect to do with this boat when it's finished? It'll be in the museum for how long, and then what happens from there?
Well, there's a group in Tawas, the Heritage Coast Sailing and Rowing Foundation, and they actually commissioned this design 2 years ago with the idea that community boat building programs throughout the coastal communities of Lake Huron and the Great Lakes would build these, and then once constructed, people would get together and sail their boats and have a good time and compete against each other, and we may have up to 5 boats completed by that time.
Very neat. And where are these boats coming from? What different areas?
Well, Tawas has built one, and there's another one being built down there, and Chad Lewis, Alpena resident or former resident, is building one up in Marquette, and there's groups that are putting themselves together in Sheboygan, and I believe down in Lake Erie as well.
Okay, and then can people come and see this boat in the process right now?
Yeah, we don't have specific hours, but in general, for the next several weeks, we'll be working mornings, weekday mornings till about noon down at the Marine Sanctuary in their boat building. And so, yeah, we'd welcome anybody that wants to come and look and see.
All right, thank you.